Anthony,
Yo.
I've gone full stinky to binky mode.
You're
all
stinky?
right?
You're shitting?
No, I'm not just stinky. I'm stinky to binky, man.
You're erect?
It's stinky to binky mode.
Okay. Which one? Which
I cannot
mode is
stress
that?
enough. I cannot stress enough. I am stinky to binky mode. There's nothing more to it. I'm just stinky to binky mode.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthony, should we do webcams? Not so we can post clips. I refuse that. We shan't show our faces like that. But so that we have to stare at each other as we do this. I think it would completely change the vibes, and I don't know in what way.
I think there would be a lot more visual gags, like look me in the eye, look me in the eyes, and I don't know if I like that.
I don't know that there would. It would just be like, now you can see if I pick up my phone and look at it on accident.
Okay, I think that,
and I think that would change things.
I think the opposite would happen, which is that I normally to record get 3 different drinks. Like I'll be like, I'll have a water, and then maybe I'll have like a soda, and then like, or if it's like if I've made like a little mixed
shots
drink
of vodka in front of you.
It'll be like the mixed drink, and then like there'll be like the leftover Coke, and then my water, and then it's just me choosing which one of them I'm gonna sip from throughout the episode. And I think that you would make a game of that, of like how many times I do like a rotation.
Drink bingo.
Yep. Today it's just water, but
I think it would take a few like times of you doing it for me to develop like a good drink bingo, but I think that could be fun for me.
Yeah.
Anthony, I fucked up.
Okay.
So today was Monday.
Yep, that's true.
And the last 2 weeks, I've only worked 3 days a week.
Nice.
Because the Thursdays have been holidays, Christmas and New Year's Day. And then I've taken the Fridays off. I fucked up because I forgot to turn my alarms back on because they're set to every weekday. And I accidentally let them go off on Thursday. And then I shut them off so I wouldn't go off on Friday. And then I forgot to turn them back on. Luckily,
sucks.
I woke up. I rolled over so that my lovely partner could be the big spoon. And we were all cozy and nice. And I was like, wait a second. Why is it light outside? And why are there birds?
Oh my gosh.
Because my alarm goes off at 6:30. And right now in Washington, that's dark time.
Yeah.
That's dark time.
Yep.
And I get up and look at my phone. 7:45.
Oh, fuck.
I text my boss. I did an oopsie. I'll be in a little bit late. I still beat like 2 of my coworkers.
That's funny.
So, but I did a little stinky oopsie.
That's funny. That's like my fear.
How were your holidays?
They were good.
No, tell me your fear.
Yeah.
Sorry, never mind. I don't care about how you had it. What a time you had. Tell me about your fears.
My fears. That is always my fear. Because I have learned that my body needs to snooze, which means that if I do, what would it be? It's a timer. Like I've done, usually it's while I'm drunk, set like a 9-hour timer to be like, oh, in 9 hours I'll wake up. That doesn't work because I just snooze the fucking timer and there's no snooze on timers.
Timer.
Yeah. So I've done that a few times, like on the weekends. So like sometimes I do like kind of worry that like, have I set my alarm? So I set 3 alarms in the morning and then I snooze some of them. But really what that means, this is going to sound fucked up. And as I'm saying it, so I have 3 alarms and I want to say like each snooze goes off every 7 minutes and my alarms are 5 minutes apart. So once you've gone through the first 2 alarms, you're essentially in an every 2 minute an alarm is going off move, like noise. And that's probably insane, but it wakes me up. So
that is insane. That's a little bit more insane than mine, but let me tell you how I do it.
Okay.
So I have my alarm at 6:30. That wakes me up, right?
Yep.
I shut that one off.
Smart.
I wake up, I shut it off. I may wake up, I may just like be awake and set up from that. I may not. I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling. Then I have my 6:45 alarm that goes off. This one I snooze.
Okay.
So the 6:31 gone, decimate. It's woken me up.
Mm-hmm.
6:45 snooze. And for whatever reason, my phone's default was like 9 minutes. So 45 goes off, snooze it. Goes off again at 54, snooze it.
Okay.
Goes off at 7:03, snooze it. Ideally, I should be out of bed by then. I am never out of bed by then.
Okay.
7:12, it goes off again. If I'm not out of bed now, I snooze it again. At this point, if it hits 7:21, I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. But then I have to shut it off because then I am out of bed. I'm out of bed by then.
Okay. A little strange.
I get 3 to 4 snoozes. And maybe I should set a third alarm that's like at 7:05. That just tells me to get out of bed, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I would tell you not to, just FYI. I don't think it's as helpful. I just think that it's the same. Like if you need 3 alarms, that's really the issue I have, is that 3 alarms just seems too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Also, just an FYI, if we could do like a 45-minute episode, I am in the midst of packing, and this is the only night essentially that I can pack, but also we could record. So maybe this isn't like a later episode. This might be a little bit of a quicker episode.
Okay, that's fine. An easy edit for me.
Yeah.
I'll take one of my last 3 editing episodes for this chunk as an easy one.
That's an easy one.
I'll take that win.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
I need to pack, and I've packed most, but I'm like now in the level of packing where I'm like, okay, this is the if I forget something, it's like critical, and that's really the problem.
Yeah.
Is it won't be something like easy. It's gonna be like, oh, I didn't bring sunglasses to the sunny destination place. I guess I could buy them. Those are not that worse. That's honestly a horrible example, but still, my point stands.
I mean, I do hate forgetting my sunglasses. I cannot forget my sunglasses when I take my umpteenth trip to fucking California this time. I forgot them like the last 2 times. It sucks.
That's funny.
The problem is they're in my car, which they don't really need to be during the winter time, but then I'll forget to put them in there when it becomes summertime, and then I'll be mad at myself, you know?
No, it makes sense. I
don't want to put myself in that cycle.
So do you leave your sunglasses in your car in the summer?
Yeah, they are in their case in I wish I had a little sunglasses holder in like the top by the like clicky light that you can turn on. Some cars have that. I don't. I just put them. Any carjackers, don't listen to this part. I just put them in the glove compartment. Where I keep my open carry pistol for anybody trying to steal my sunglasses.
Yeah, smart.
That's
smart.
I definitely have a gun.
Very smart. Yeah, like I remember like people always saying like never keep your sunglasses in your car because they'll like warp and stuff. And I always thought that was very dumb. Like, what do you like? Is that true? I feel like it's probably true.
I mean, metal and shit, but like it's mostly just plastic. I don't fucking know, dude. I feel like that's for places with like really hot temperatures.
I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
Dude, Wisconsin in July. Really, it's like Wisconsin in August is like 104. Just dumb.
Yeah. That's how Washington's getting too. It sucks. I hate it.
Speaking of hot weather, what do you think the temp in our 51st state is right now?
In Venezuela?
Yeah.
For the record, for dating purposes, Maduro was abducted. What was that? Yesterday? 2 days ago?
Yeah, maybe 2 days ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is Monday, January 5th. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't
know what else to say.
I don't quite know what's happening. Where it seems
really
like
bad.
We're like, oh no, we needed to arrest him for a crime, but then also it's because we are doing military operations to control oil. I really don't quite know what the message is.
So as far as I can tell, this obviously they've been on that like narco terrorist nonsense for a while. It clearly means nothing. Because like no drugs come from Venezuela, whatever. I think for Trump, our Alzheimer's in chief, he has in his head, yada yada, we want the oil, yada yada. I think this is largely people around him telling him, no, we gotta take out Maduro so that we can control Venezuela. I think that's largely Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth. They seems to be the ones who are out here talking the most about it. And strangely enough, Trump's been palling around with Lindsey Graham, who's a massive war hawk.
But I don't understand why.
Just because they're bad people. They want bad things. They want evil things. They want to control things. They want a military dictatorship. I don't know what to tell you. There's not really like a good reason for this other than they think they could. Like Marco Rubio particularly want to like control like South America, basically.
Well, I mean, then he should go to South America. Like, I guess like I don't quite. It's just a little strange, and I'm like having to Google things that I didn't think I would. Like, you know,
they just want to like control places, and I don't know like what part of their psyche demands this. They're just evil people that want evil things. So like now that they've abducted Maduro, they'll install some, and I think they've pretty clearly done this like with the like generals underneath Maduro.
Yeah.
Because they've changed literally nothing. The vice president, who has the same policies as Maduro, is like in charge right now. They'll put some puppet in place. It'll fundamentally not change in like any way really, except we'll have like more control over them as a state.
It's just crazy. It's just like
no, it's insane. It's insane that they did this. They didn't talk to any about this. I think by their statements they've talked to oil executives about this and they didn't talk to Congress about it. Like, they informed oil execs.
Yeah, I guess I think to me where I don't quite understand is like, so are we going to have to talk about Venezuela for the next 20, how long is this going to be a thing before this is like out of his mind space? Like, I feel like Trump doesn't have the attention span for this kind of stuff.
So here's the problem. It seems right now he has a bunch of war hawks around him. So we were on the Epstein files.
Yep, which he's in.
And they've clearly wanted a distraction. So why not divert him to attacking Venezuela?
Smart.
And that, because he also, as we know from when he did a meeting with Zelensky, he was like, oh, so you can just stay president if your country's at war? Interesting. Anyways, so they attacked Venezuela. And now they're talking about Greenland again, Mexico, and Cuba.
So, I think what's really fucked up is the Greenland one, to me, is the most like them being like, don't do this. Like, stop talking like this. There was some article today about it from their prime minister.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody at the countries that they're doing this in, like, really truly want to. Like, you're going to see some psychotic articles from, like, the New York Times of, like, people who have fled Venezuela under Maduro's rule that are really happy that this has happened. And it's going to be the most, like, pull the ladder out from underneath them, like, anti-immigrant freaks. Like, we know this. This is largely Trump's voter base. They're going to be very pro-Trump. And obviously, like, all our media has either been bought out by right-wingers or has capitulated to right-wingers. Yada, yada.
So
I feel like I don't need to iterate on this too much.
So I do think, and I wanted to pull up. So when asked about Greenland, Trump said, we do need Greenland. Absolutely. We need it for defense, he told the magazine. Later that night, Trump told again reporters aboard Air Force One, we need Greenland from a standpoint of national security, and Denmark is not going to be able to do it. And then he says, we'll worry about Greenland in about 2 months. Then it says, let's talk about Greenland in 20 days, which isn't 2 months, but that's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the prime minister said, absolutely no sense to talk about the need for the United States to take over Greenland. The U.S. has no right to annex any of the 3 nations in the Danish kingdom. I would therefore strongly urge the U.S. to stop threats. It's just weird. I didn't think we would live. I thought imperialism was over enough where and I know that we were talking, like, he was making comments before.
It's never been over.
No, yeah. I guess I just mean in terms of, like, again, I mean, was this in my bingo card? I feel like I went the opposite way, where we gave Alaska to Russia.
Was abducting the leader of Venezuela on your bingo card? I doubt it. Honestly, I predicted just, like, attacks on Venezuela more. This is just, like, such an odd turn.
Yeah. I'm looking to see.
I am baffled that they didn't just, like, start a war with Venezuela.
Yeah, I mean, this is, as shitty as it is, I think this is better than if they had just decided to, like, go to war and, like, land troops. But like, is that where the bar is?
Yeah, the bar's in hell. No, I mean, nothing matters anymore. Like, no other countries have, like, said anything, not substantial about it or done anything about it. No, like, he hasn't been immediately impeached or tried or anything. Yeah. Like, truly, nothing matters.
But also, like, do you think that, like, other countries, when they see us talking about Greenland, like, am I missing something? Are other nations talking about this? Or are they just like, meh? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on in, like, France and England? Are they just like,
I don't know, because they apparently don't fucking matter.
I mean, I guess. I think this is where we realize that, like, Trump's conversation, like, we can do anything we want, is, like, sadly true to a level that I guess I didn't think.
Well, it's true because the people who are supposed to enforce the guardrails are not enforcing the guardrails.
True. Yeah, it's a good point.
Like, he should be, like, immediately tried in The Hague, or not that The Hague has never fucking mattered, but he should be, like, immediately impeached, immediately removed from power. Like, he should have been arrested, obviously, back in fucking 20 2021 after January 6th.
Well, yes.
They had enough facts. We've seen what they've had with the Epstein files. And Merrick Garland is just a punk ass bitch who can't do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, Merrick Garland should be arrested for being collaborationist at this rate.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Like, it's like nobody like puts in things to stop him. The media ecosystem is manufacturing consent, even if they're supposed to be like at all oppositional, because they just bend the knee, even though like he'll sue anyone for not being even like completely deferential to him.
No,
like,
absolutely.
It doesn't matter at this point.
I don't have I don't have the New York Times. I'm trying to see if I can see their articles. I can't. Damn. I wanted to just see like what the front page of the New York Times is currently saying.
Anyways, sleeper bet for next invasion, it's going to be Cuba, because I think Marco Rubio's right in that fucker's ear. And obviously Trump just repeats whatever the last thing was told to him is.
Yep.
To his detriment, they clearly do not tell him things. I don't think he knew about the attack until it happened. I think they just do not tell him things because he just repeats it to the camera. This is very obvious. He just repeats it verbatim to the camera. He'll be like, I'm hearing it's very big.
So you're gonna say Cuba? Okay.
So I'm gonna say Cuba because Marco Rubio hates Cuba. He wants to like nuke Cuba, all right? And it's like kind of because his family fled Cuba from the fears of socialism. His family fled under Batista, who was the fascist leader before Castro. All right, nothing matters.
That's fine. I'm gonna say Greenland comes first before Cuba. That's my guess.
You know what? That's what a friend of mine says too. I'm going to sleeper hit Cuba. We're all gonna be embarrassed when it's Mexico first.
It's Mexico. Fuck. I mean, yeah. That would be wild, but also I could see it. I could see it just being really I gotta look up a fucking world map just to try and get a good idea of like an actual, I think.
If you Google world map, one of the fill-ins is Venezuela.
I'm zooming out. Okay, I'm gonna say
Colombia is also a possibility.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say maybe you're
They've also
right.
mentioned Colombia. Colombia might be the true sleeper hit.
You think Colombia? I'm gonna say
no. I'm still betting Cuba, but like
I could see it being one of those things. Like they've got some boats near Venezuela, and like as they're coming back, like they're like, Mr. President, please, let's just take it over. Like while they're trying to go back to Florida, they're like, fine, let's just do this. Maybe. I guess I'm kind of. It's possible. I'm gonna say it's actually Honduras. My joke is Honduras. I do think it's Greenland. I think they're gonna do Honduras to do like a Venezuela, Honduras, Florida triangle around Cuba. That's my guess.
Yeah. Also, way long ago, you called Venezuela the 51st state. Come on, dude. It's the 53rd. Obviously, there's DC and Puerto Rico.
No, I swear to you, I think that they
you think
would
Venezuela is going to get statehood first?
Yes. I think that if it was up to Trump, it would get statehood first because he believes that they will vote right because they took
That's
Maduro.
True. DC is largely blue.
Yeah,
and I don't think he knows Puerto Rico exists.
Yeah, and I think Puerto Rico, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, absolutely. I think that it'll be the 51st. At the rate we're going, it'll be the 51st before DC.
I mean, truly. Yeah, I don't know. My bet's on Cuba. Okay. I don't really care. I don't think trying to let me rephrase this. Trying to predict the future is part of why journalism sucks now, because every journalist feels like they have to
they have to guess.
They have to like be able to predict the future, otherwise it's nothing, instead of doing like real reporting. And this is a take I'm stealing directly from my next topic, If Books Could Kill. My lovely partner got me their Patreon, and I have listened to all of their Eric Adams episodes.
Oh, If Books Could Wait, so you haven't been listening to their Patreon?
I just got If Books Could Kill Patreon, and I'll give you the RSS feed. Shh. And by that, I mean you'll pay for a legal edition.
Well, I do. I've paid since the beginning, dude. I've been supporting them on their Patreon. You've been
on it, yeah.
Since the beginning. Yeah.
So dude, I just got it, and what?
It's good. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. I have been doing nothing but listening to it, and I was demanded of me that I listen to all of the Eric Adams episodes first.
Yeah, it's so good.
And he truly is just insane. But I realized I missed one, so I listened to that today, and that's just about like the insane ways that he'll just like tell lies for no reason, like things that he just doesn't have to lie about.
Yep.
Like, for no reason. He'll just like change a story. It makes no sense because he's just like trying to like connect with whoever he's talking to in the moment.
But I guess like, it's weird. Like, it's such a political thing to do, and I feel like the risk of that, like if you get found out doing that, then I don't know how you have trust with any of those people again.
Yeah, well, he's like really bad at it. He does it for no reason, like every time he speaks.
Yeah.
They came to the conclusion at the end of this episode. Yeah, this is Griffin Talks About Another Podcast. They came to the conclusion at that episode. They were like, I don't want to say that he and Donald Trump are the same type of guy, but they are the same type of guy.
Yeah.
But I want to propose an alternate view. I think they're wrong.
Okay.
I think Michael and Peter of If Books Could Kill, and this is my call out post, are wrong.
Okay.
Because Eric Adams and Donald Trump are both funny liars.
Yep.
They lie all the time, but it's funny. But they are on an axis, and on opposite ends of this axis. One is that Eric Adams never says anything. He never says what he's actually thinking. He never says what he's actually doing.
Okay.
He's just like purely lying. Donald Trump is like a funny liar, but he'll just exactly say what he's doing. He has like no filter and no thought about it. He'll just be like, yeah, we're thinking of invading Venezuela. Next day, done it.
Yeah.
Which is dark and disgusting. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like that is such opposite sides of the axes of funny liars. Both terrible people. Terrible. Should not be allowed in politics.
Okay, so
frankly, should not be allowed in public. Should probably be arrested. But
so you're thinking it's
like
they're both liars, but one of them knows what not to say and the other does not.
That is another way to put it. Yeah. Donald Trump clearly does not know what not to say. Like they've been identified, and both by this podcast and by other people, as just very clearly very New York guys.
Yep.
In that they're just like shocked when they're called out on corruption.
Yep.
Because they're like, what do you mean? This is what people do.
Yeah.
This is the corruption is part of it.
Yeah.
What? But Donald Trump will just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this corrupt thing. Anyways, it's the best anyone's ever seen. They're saying it's the best. It's amazing. He'll lie about like the details of the thing. Like if his plans fail, he'll say it worked out. If his plans succeeded for him, to be clear, if they succeeded to him, he'll say the same thing. No matter what happens, he's like, this turned out perfectly. This is fantastic. Eric Adams doesn't say what he's doing.
Yep.
And doesn't talk about the outcome. Eric Adams never answers a question, but somehow lies about it the entire time. Donald Trump doesn't answer a question either, but he says some other inside thought that shouldn't be said out loud.
I think they both take bribes, but Eric Adams doesn't tell people like what the new leaderboard is for bribes, right? Like Trump is like, guys, this was my largest bribe yet. If you want to give me more money, you get the top spot as largest bribe, right? Like he's guys like,
yes.
I got a plane. I could get 2 planes. They could be covered in gold. And you're like, what? Okay. Do you want 2 planes?
He's like, I got a plane. We're going to spend billions of dollars outfitting it. And then I'm going to take it at the end of my presidency.
And you're like, cool. And like Eric Adams is like, I got a $5,000 plane ticket for free. And you're like, oh, Eric, that's not a lot.
No, he doesn't say it. He just takes the trip. And then when people ask about it, he's like, I just like going to the New York of Turkey. It's the Istanbul of America. You know how it is.
Yep. So
it's a popular knapsack with many compartments.
So have you watched the Eric Adams, the final chapter that they did at the end of October? Okay, so you're fully...
I've listened to all of them.
Okay, so you're fully done. Okay, so this is where I was going to joke that like at least there was consequences for his corruption. There's no consequences.
He just consequences.
Got away with it.
Yeah. People just get away with it.
I guess, again, I just think that's crazy.
No, yeah, so do I. What?
Also,
anyways, speaking of mayors.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to segue completely out of this if you got a last thought.
Just my last thought is I'm actually surprised I didn't realize that you didn't have their Patreon. I guess I realized we've never spoken about If Books Could Kill, the Patreon version. I just never thought about it. So I apologize. I would have like been like, oh, hey, here you go. Or I guess I would have spoken to you about it. So, okay, well,
it's fine.
One day I'll have to reread or re-listen to some of them. We can talk through them.
Oh, hell yeah. I love a listening club. We'll also have to get you on the maintenance phase and their Patreon, because that one's also fun.
Yeah.
It's just more Michael Hobbs, except he's being snarky with a different person.
So actually Allison was like, she listened to maintenance phase first, and that's how I learned.
That's how I did too.
What do you mean? No, before
my partner. Oh wait, no, sorry, you're right. You put me on If Books Could Kill.
Yes.
When it started, and I was like, fuck yeah, this rocks.
Yep. Yep.
And then when I met Sabrina, one of the first things we talked about was podcasts. And she was like, oh, you should listen to Michael Hobbs's other one, Maintenance Phase. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Sounds fun.
Yep. Which is essentially what happened to me, where I went, I like podcasts. And I also went, I'm listening to this really cool podcast, Maintenance Phase. And I was like, I like this guy who's got all the facts. And then when he was making his new podcast, I was like, oh, fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, but you only respect podcasts that's two men. So therefore, Books Could Kill is your favorite.
No, I do. That's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. No,
I'm going to do to you what Peter does to Michael.
God, yeah. It's so funny. Yeah. Wait, so have you gotten, okay, hold on. Have you gotten to the Patreon episode about the village homosexual?
No, I definitely haven't.
Oh my God.
The Books Are Killed. No, sorry. I listened to all the Eric Adams ones, and now I'm going through them in order from the beginning. Let me tell you, they go through like a bunch of like old and current like huge media scandals, and nothing has changed. The media ecosystem is the same. It's been the same for like as long as we've been alive. These like Patreon episodes paired with I Hate Bill Maher is like shot and chaser. Oh, everything's always been like this and it sucks.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think all of these people should be deplatformed.
Yep.
I have never believed less in free speech than when I learn about these. I actually start believing there should be different free speech laws for like news media.
Oh, okay. I could get with that. Well, please let me know when you get to the episode where they talk about the village homosexuals. Peter loves to talk about it. I think you should
stop saying that. I know he does. I know Peter does. 1 second. Let me specifically find that one and download it. I only have so many. Like, it can't be that far away. I love their pundit portraits. It just like they have there's only one book take, and then there's only one pundit take, and it's really true. I don't see the village homosexuals one. I see Glenn Kessler retire, bitch.
I don't know. Hold on, let me look it up.
It might be called something else, and it's just a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's just like mentioned. Okay, it's in Josh Hawley's Manhood episode.
Oh, you know what? I sensed it might be based on that. All right.
Yeah, one of their t-shirts is a Visit Your Village Homosexual t-shirt, and it's super funny.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Anyways, can I segue us completely out of this?
Yes.
We talked about Eric Adams. Let's talk about mayors.
Okay.
So over the weekend, both the New York and the Seattle mayors have been sworn in. Zoran Mamdani, delightful ceremony. Bernie Sanders swore him in.
Oh, cool.
It was lovely. Great vibes. He had a great speech, and he's immediately on the warpath. He's like, here's my new like tenants' rights governor's office person who has been described as an enemy to landlords.
Okay.
Perfect. She's apparently really good. But immediately after that, he's like, anyways, let's go see how landlords are skirting like quality laws, and goes and tours a place with a camera crew and is like, so where are the issues that violate the laws? And how long has it been like this?
Oh, and
did you talk to the landlord about it? What was their response? Imagine being the landlord where the new mayor of New York shows up with a camera crew and is like, all right, so what's not up to code in this building?
That's crazy.
And then there's just a ton of issues, and is like, anyways, this building is owned by this person, and he's about to sell it to this person who is described as the sixth worst landlord in New York.
That's wild.
It's insane. It's powerful. To be clear, this isn't even like new legislation stuff. He's just enacting laws that were already in the books that rich people just get away with skirting.
That's crazy.
Good
for him. That's
Iraq.
Awesome.
We live with faith. We decide to stay whimsical, as you know the kids are fond of saying.
Yep.
We have hope in our hearts. Katie Wilson on the 2nd was sworn in. Zoran Mamdani on the 1st. Katie Wilson on the 2nd. She also had a lovely speech. She's been posting. She has said more socialist slogans and been like gone harder in her rhetoric since her swearing, which I think is really good because she was kind of soft on rhetoric in the transitionary period. But I feel like this means that she's confident in what she can do. And already the right wing is trying to smear her.
Oh, of course.
So can I tell you about something that happened literally today?
Yes.
Some right winger on Twitter who's like part of some organization. She's like a failed, I don't even remember her name. She's a failed politician. All right. Which means obviously they go into the media grift. She posts something about how Katie Wilson has told the SPD to stop arresting people on drug charges.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
No, it's completely not true. So, and you'll have to forgive me if I get like one of the people wrong in this. So the chief of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, SPOG, which is notably not the SPD, but like their union.
Okay.
So the chief of the police union, which I will continue to call SPOG because it sounds stupid and they are stupid.
Yep.
Posts this whole thing, like agreeing with her, being like, yeah, Katie Wilson says that police officers are not to arrest people on drug charges anymore. Now this is based on an email sent out by the police chief of the SPD. And the email is just like a New Year's email that says, just continue the policies we've had since 2023. The Burner, a very good local news source, she reached out to Katie Wilson's office, and Katie Wilson put out sent back a statement, which I think is the statement she's just giving on this, which is, if I can paraphrase, and I'm not paraphrasing that much, I'm just afraid I might get like one or two words wrong. That was, I haven't put out any policy changes. You will know if I put out a policy changement because I will announce it.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty strong rhetoric that just means, yeah, I haven't done anything. You'll know when I do because I'll tell you.
Yeah, smart.
And mind you, a bunch of like right-wing news sources hopped on these tweets essentially, and being like, communist mayor of Seattle, including Como, which I know is considered a reputable news source. It's not. It's very like centrist-y at best.
Okay.
But it's a very large news source. So the fact that these places are putting out articles on this SPOG tweet that is just factually incorrect, and that like thousands of people are going to see that and just frankly believe it.
So it so is their intention just to mislead?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, what? It's the classic right-wing thing of...
I know,
Seattle is overrun by communism, making the streets more dangerous.
It's so funny.
They do this for every mayor that's even like slightly left of neoconservative.
Which is, I'm sure, most mayors.
Look, Katie Wilson is one of, if not the most progressive mayor we've had, just on like claimed policy position alone. I'm only saying claimed. Again, I stay having hope. I stay whimsical. But like a lot of the election cycles, the thing is like, okay, Seattle tried communism. It's time to go back. I mean, this is a national thing where they're like, we've tried far left radicals. It's time to go back common sense centrism. And then it's always been a centrist every single time. And then like the progressive challengers show like really good policies that people really, really like. And they're like, and then if they get into office, they often get kneecapped by every other person in office. And then it's like, this doesn't work. Sorry, I've heard a few times from a few people just like, I don't know if I'm going to vote for Katie Wilson because, like we've tried socialists and they just don't get anything done. It's like, no, we haven't. I'm going to strangle you. I'm going to rip out your jugular with my teeth. This is a person I cannot convince of something.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, well, good luck, not arresting people for drugs. I guess this is the time to do drugs.
It's even worse than that. It's just like, it's just the police chief's email was like, hey, just remember the policy that we're going under still from 2023 is just that use your discretion to direct people to like the lead team, which is a care unit. But you still use your discretion to arrest people as necessary.
I mean, this makes sense.
Which, again, if it's discretionary, it just means that the cops are going to keep arresting them. Shout out to the reminder that SPD had the most people out of any police precinct to be at Jan 6.
Oh, shit. Did not realize that.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. All of our police are from the suburbs, so they're all like little Hitlers.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, how long has that been the case?
What? How long has our police been terrible? Forever?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess valid. Very valid.
Yeah. It just hasn't been as notable because Seattle hasn't been as populous of a city for nearly as long.
Okay. No, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Seattle wasn't a big city until like the 90s.
Oh, I mean, and again, we've spoken about this, but
90s.
the Milwaukee population keeps declining. So, there's that.
Yeah, you're dying. Fuck you. Live in a small city, loser.
Hell yeah. Population is declining, but our traffic's up 9%, which, again, I don't quite know how that works, but...
bad design instead of public transit.
Yes, that's actually exactly what it is.
It's always what it is. What? It's always that American cities refuse to invest in like good infrastructure and public transit, and then cars. They invest in cars. They like cars for no reason. Anyways, did you know women's shirts are buttoned on the opposite side?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Why is that the case?
Sexism.
It can't be.
Because in the ancient, no, it kind of is. In the ancient olden days, when women had people dress them in the fancy nobles, yeah, it would, so it was easier to have it on the opposite side, so the person buttoning the clothes in front of them could do it. This is what I was told. I don't know how true it is. I'm not fact checking this. I don't know. Sexism, dude. It's just a vestige of olden times.
That's weird, but also I feel like that would be harder to make clothes.
I don't know. Fucking whatever. They just do it.
Weird. Okay. I did not know that, and I will check Allison's clothes.
Yeah, you can check Allison's button-ups. Yeah, try putting one on and then try going to button it up. I know this is a very early transition realization for me, but like, I just hadn't thought about throwing it out there to you for a while, and I knew the straight boy wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I would have been like, huh, interesting. I feel like that would have been like a mind fuck to be like, do I not know how to put on fucking clothes anymore? I don't even know if I would think about, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you ask me right now, which side is the buttons on? I would say the left. Is that where they are for men? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're like really.
Depends on what you mean by the left. The woke mob has ruined our shirt.
Stage left, but I don't quite know if I'm even saying that correctly. So.
They're on opposite sides. Trust me. Just trust me, bro.
Just trust me.
You're gonna come back to me next time with a note where it's just like, why the fuck?
That's very funny. Also, we have not introed this episode, and we're not clapping.
Welcome to episode 76 of To Be Titled Later podcast. I'm Griffin. I'm joined by Anthony, and today we're back after 3 weeks, and we're talking about so much that happened.
So much. Also,
side note on one of the days, I think New Year's, because nobody else was on, and I was just waiting for my partner to get off work. Decode was playing Dark Souls 3, so I started playing Dark Souls 3, and I was like, I bet I can get further than you by the time it hits midnight. And I got basically just as far, but I only leveled luck.
Why?
Because Henri's straight sword has a secret scaling off of luck.
Damn.
And so it actually does a significant amount of damage. I think I leveled up health like a couple times, but
that's cool.
That's kind of why I got all of us to play Dark Souls 3 and only level up strength.
That was fun though. I like that.
Yeah, it's fun. No, but yeah, I only level up luck.
Perfect.
And I bum rushed Abyss Watchers. I did such a weird order. I went, obviously, Ibex Gundyr, Vort, Abyss Watchers, then Crystal Sage, and Deacons of the Deep. And then I went back to do Dancer.
Okay.
Because if I clear Dancer, there's a bunch of Twinkling Titanite in Lothric Castle, and I can use that to upgrade my weapons all the way, or my weapon all the way, and it'll just do a shitload of damage, and I'll be able to take out the other bosses really easily. So if I just struggle on Dancer, which honestly, not that much of a struggle, I'm doing like good damage.
Wow. You think you're gonna keep playing with that character?
Yeah, if I remember to. I've kind of been going crazy on Fields of Mystery, the farming sim game.
I'll tell Allison. So, and with that,
thanks for listening to episode 76. Did I call this episode 46 in my intro?
No, I think you should 76.
Okay, why am I gaslighting myself? Anyways, thanks for episode 76 of I don't know. I'm having a quarter life crisis. I might become a local news pundit. You can email us at I know I should. You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram is at tbtlpod. I'm Griffin. This is Anthony. Be sure to tell your friends.
Yeah, tell them.
Tell
please.
them.
Tell them.
Thank you, Anthony.
And then find someone from Venezuela and tell them. And then tell someone from Greenland.
And tell them we're sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Bye.
And with that, clap sync.